Now at 6, 2 people gunned down in New Haven. What police are saying about what happened.
We cannot guarantee that every future administration, every future police chief, or every future officer will exercise the same level of restraint.
Plus, camera concerns in Milford. Folks packed a meeting dedicated to the future of the use of automated license plate readers. What the Board of Aldermen decided last night.
And a female inmate at one of Connecticut's state prisons has died. We'll tell you what the Department of Corrections is saying this morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks so much for starting off your day here with us, especially on a Friday. It feels good, right?
Yep, definitely. I still haven't gotten my coffee in me, but we're going steadily.
We're feeling good. Thanks for being with us, America Arias.
I'm Glenn Kittle. We're hoping that it's going to be a great weather day weekend out there. Kickball this weekend. I'm excited.
Oh, you will definitely have a game.
I'm ready for it.
You're definitely going to be out on that field. So.
I'm pitching too. So.
Okay, all right.
You already know?
Well, I make the lineup.
He's putting himself
so if my team hasn't heard already, I'll be pitching.
Yeah, well, hopefully you don't let them down. Here at 6:01, and it's going to be a beautiful day for the weekend anyways. Today, a bit muggy, and also we're starting off with some areas of fog. We have down to about a quarter-mile visibility in spots, so like in Waterbury currently, and also in the Groton area of Willimantic right now down to about a half a mile. So certainly seeing that fog thicken up at times and in spots, so something to factor into your drive this morning. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 60s to right around 70 degrees, so it feels very muggy outside. Our humidity up towards about that very humid to almost tropical like, so feeling every bit of that moisture this morning. Over time today, we are going to see an opportunity for some pop-up storms later on, mainly after about 2 o'clock or so through about 7 is that window of opportunity. And while we're not expecting any severe storms, there could be a couple of thunderstorms that develop. Temperatures will get up into the upper 70s by about lunchtime under some sunny breaks towards after school plans. Temperatures around 82 degrees. Heading to the beaches today, maybe you're still on summer break. We have our temperatures that'll be around 79 degrees at Hammonasset, Ocean Beach Park around 77. High tide happening a little after 10 o'clock through about noontime. Water temperature still hovering around 76 degrees, and our UV index today will be a medium to high. Heading through the next few, it looks beautiful over the weekend. Around 80 Saturday, Sunday around 83. We'll talk more in detail about that forecast coming up in just a bit. We have a water main break to tell you about this morning. This is over in Shelton, so heads up for folks here. This is on Route 10. Both north and southbound between Bridge Street and Cornell Street. That is closed this morning because of that water main break. We will let you know as we learn more about it and how long that is going to be likely out there. Over in Naugatuck right now on Route 8, though, volume is light. We have volume up in Waterbury now. So we have a lot of road work that wrapped up here in Waterbury on 84, so we'll kind of have to figure out what's going on there, but it may just be because of sheer volume. New London now, there's very foggy conditions, and also in New Haven this morning too, just out by Long Wharf. Erica.
Rachel, thanks so much. 6:03 right now, and 2 men were shot in the western section of New Haven. One of those victims is fighting for his life this morning. Fox 61's Aaron Coogan is live in New Haven. Aaron, what else are police saying about this double shooting?
Yeah, well, up until an hour ago, we still had crews here on Judson Avenue, 10 straight hours of investigation canvassing this area around the White House behind me. They were talking to witnesses, doing everything they could outside and inside the house to gather information. At this time, police have not released the victims' names or what led up to the shooting, but we do know the area in which this happened. Again, around Judson Avenue is the same neighborhood police were called to less than 2 weeks ago for a double homicide investigation. Now, at this time, no one is in custody in connection with this most recent shooting, but we do know this. Officers say it was just before 7 o'clock last night that their department received a shot spotter notification calling them to a home on Judson Avenue last night. That's where they found that first victim shot and in critical condition. As you mentioned, he was rushed to the hospital and is fighting for his life. A second person self-admitted themselves into the hospital a little later that night, and they're expected to be okay. But most of the investigation throughout the night was focused on the backside of that White House, possibly in the backyard. And as police continue to investigate this morning, they're acknowledging the fact that this is the second shots fired investigation in the area.
So can't say if they're connected, but we do see that there's a sudden increase in this area, and we're aware of that. We've we'll be working closely with our patrol division to try to develop any suspects, and if there's any leads, we'll be following up on that.
And interestingly enough, when they were removing some of the caution tape just about an hour ago, we did see one last fire crew pull up on that house. They went into the backyard, did something back there, cleaned something up with a bucket perhaps, and then they came back and everything was clear. We are expecting some kind of update from police in the next couple of hours. And of course, as we get that update, we're going to share it with you here on Fox 61. We're live in New Haven. Erin Coogan, Fox 61.
Aaron, thank you. And new from the overnight hours, a water main break has closed part of Route 110. Crews are making repairs between Center and White Street. They say those repairs should be completed sometime late this afternoon. You can see it there, just a hole in the ground there, and crews on the scene. Once again, between Route 110 there, between Center and White Streets, is closed as repairs are being made. Drivers in the area are asked to find other ways to get to their destinations this morning. And new from overnight, one person was taken to the hospital after a fire broke out inside this condo. It happened around 2:30 this morning on Ridge Road in Naugatuck. That person has minor burns and is expected to be okay. 2 units suffered fire and water damage. The Red Cross is assisting all of those people who have been displaced. Right now, we do not know the cause of the fire.
On new for you this morning at 6:06, Milford's Board of Aldermen has made a decision when it comes to the automated license plate readers. The board says it's going to suspend the use of all traffic cameras. The license plate readers will stay active on the borders of the city, but those in the city will be paused. There will be a committee that will research the ALPR technology. Those findings will then be brought to the Board of Aldermen at a later date. Before those decisions were made, people who were at the meeting did not hold back on their opinions.
It's like a water faucet in your house. The water faucet's leaking. Do you shut off your water main and have no water in your house? Or do you fix the broken faucet? And maybe there's something that needs to be fixed.
So I don't see how this can actually improve policing in any way. It can only make us feel uncomfortable and unsafe.
After the meeting was over, several aldermen and city staff were escorted home by police. The next Board of Aldermen meeting has been set for September 14th. We reached out to the tech company Altamint for an interview. They replied with information addressing privacy concerns. It explains lawful drivers are never recorded. A designated municipal officer or employee must approve every citation before it's issued, and that data is destroyed within 30 days after a fine is paid.
And a female inmate at York Correctional Institute in Niantic has died. The Department of Corrections says a staff member found her unresponsive in her cell Thursday morning. Medical staff performed life-saving measures, but she was pronounced dead just after 7:30 in the morning. The death is under investigation by the offices of the Chief Medical Examiner and Inspector General.
The first case of human West Nile virus has been reported in Connecticut this year. State health officials say a Middlesex County man in his 30s became sick earlier this month. He was hospitalized and has recovered. DPH says mosquito activity is at its peak right now and recommends using insect repellent, wearing long sleeves and pants, and make sure you limit your time outside during dawn and dusk. Make sure you remove any standing water around your home and repair window and door screens.
And there were 2 major crashes in Middletown yesterday afternoon, a bicyclist hit and run and a car versus motorcycle. Police say a car and a motorcycle collided at Washington Street and Veterans Way. We're told the motorcyclist has serious injuries but is expected to recover, and the driver has minor injuries. Then about 30 minutes later, investigators say a pickup truck hit a bicyclist and then took off. They say they were traveling in the same direction from Silver Street onto Eastern Drive. Officials say the bicyclist hit his head but is expected to recover.
2 people are seriously hurt after crashing their motorcycle into a dump truck. This happened in East Hampton. Police say it happened at the Gulf Road and Colchester Avenue intersection at about 4:20 p.m. Because of their injuries, they were flown to the hospital.
And a child is stable after they were hit by gunfire early Monday. Officers say shots were fired outside a home on Constant Place around 6 a.m. They say the child was on the 2nd floor. There were bullet holes in the home and bullets in the road. Right now, we don't know if the child was accidentally or intentionally shot.
Bridgeport police identified the body of a man who was found in Bunnell's Pond at Beardsley Park earlier this week. Investigators say Stephen Hall's body appeared to have been in the water for a week before fishermen discovered him on Sunday. Hall was reported missing at the beginning of the month. The chief medical examiner has done an autopsy but hasn't determined yet what caused Hall's death.
And Wethersfield police are looking for a man who they say ripped a gold chain off of a gas station clerk's neck and took off. It happened just before 9 Wednesday night at a Valero gas station on the Silas Dean Highway. Officers say the masked man appeared to want to buy something at the counter, but that's when the theft happened, and we're told the gas station clerk thankfully wasn't hurt.
Voice actor Peter Cullen has died at the age of 85. He was the voice of Optimus Prime in the Transformers series, as well as Eeyore in dozens of Winnie the Pooh projects. His representative says he died yesterday at his home in Los Angeles. As of now, a cause of death has not been released.